I've spent years living, working, and traveling in Germany, and trust me, I've made some of these mistakes so you don't have to. In this video, I'll walk you through the top 30 things you should absolutely never do in Germany. This is your survival guide to avoiding awkward moments, fines, and unintentional offense. Giving the Nazi salute or making Nazi references. Why it's problematic. Germany has strict laws banning Nazi symbols, gestures, like the Hitler salute, or downplaying the Holocaust. This is due to the country's historical responsibility and commitment to preventing extremism. What to do instead? Never joke or reference Nazis, World War II, or Hitler, even in jest. Show respect for Germany's efforts to confront its past. 2. Crossing the street on a red pedestrian light. Why it's problematic. Germans value order and rule following, especially in public. Jaywalking is seen as dangerous, antisocial, and a bad example for children. What to do instead? Always wait for the green pedestrian light, even if the street is empty. 3. Arriving late. Why it's problematic. Punctuality is considered a form of respect and reliability in German culture. Being late is often seen as careless or disrespectful. What to do instead? Arrive 5 minutes early for social events and exactly on time for business meetings. 4. Entering a home or office without greeting. Why it's problematic. Greetings are essential in Germany. Failing to greet is considered rude and unfriendly. What to do instead? Always say hello or Guten Tag when entering a room or space, even in shops or waiting rooms. 5. Speaking loudly in public. Why it's problematic. Germans generally speak quietly in public. Loud conversations, especially in public transport or restaurants, are seen as inconsiderate and disruptive. What to do instead? Keep your voice at a moderate level, especially on trains or in enclosed spaces. 6. Addressing someone by their first name. Prematurely, why it's problematic. Formality matters. Using du or a first name too early can be seen as overly familiar or disrespectful. What to do instead? Use sei and last names unless invited to switch to du. 7. Not making eye contact. During a toast, why it's problematic. Eye contact during a toast is a sign of sincerity and respect. Avoiding it may be considered rude or dishonest. What to do instead? Make eye contact and say Prost when clinking glasses. 8. Failing to separate trash. Properly, why it's problematic. Germany is serious about recycling. Not sorting waste is seen as ignorant or irresponsible. What to do instead? Learn the different bins. Paper, plastic, bio, glass, etc. and sort accordingly. 9. Talking about money or salary. Why it's problematic. Money is a private topic in Germany. Asking about income or bragging about wealth is seen as tasteless. What to do instead? Avoid discussing personal finances unless it's directly relevant and necessary. 10. Not saying hello and tschüss to staff. Why it's problematic. In small shops or bakeries, not greeting or thanking the staff is seen as rude. What to do instead? Always greet hello when entering and say goodbye, tschüss or auf Wiedersehen when leaving. 11. Walking or biking in the bike lane. Why it's problematic. Bike lanes are sacred to cyclists. Blocking them is dangerous and guaranteed to provoke complaints. What to do instead? Stay on pedestrian paths and look out for bike symbols on sidewalks. 12th. Not removing shoes in someone's home. Why it's problematic. Many Germans consider outdoor shoes dirty. Wearing them indoors is unhygienic. What to do instead? Ask if you should remove your shoes at the door. Often, house slippers, Hausschuhe, are offered. 13. Assuming everyone speaks English. Why it's problematic. While many Germans speak English, assuming or demanding it is arrogant. What to do instead? Learn basic German phrases and ask politely if someone speaks English. 14. Being too superficially friendly. Why it's problematic. Germans value sincerity over friendliness. Smiling excessively or being overly enthusiastic can seem fake. What to do instead? Be warm but not overbearing. Let relationships develop gradually. 15. Tipping poorly or not at all. Why it's problematic. While not mandatory, tipping shows appreciation. Leaving no tip can offend service staff. What to do instead? Round up the bill or tip 5 to 10%. Directly when paying, not left on the table. 16. Sitting at an unmarked Stammtisch table. Why it's problematic. A Stammtisch is a reserved table for regulars. Sitting there uninvited is seen as a serious faux pas. What to do instead? Look for signs and ask the staff if a table is free before sitting. 17. Bringing up Germany's role in casually. Why it's problematic. It's a sensitive topic. Casual or judgmental remarks show deep ignorance. What to do instead? If it comes up, speak respectfully and acknowledge Germany's complex history. 18. Being too spontaneous or not planning ahead. Why it's problematic. Germans value planning and structure. Last-minute changes or vague plans create stress. What to do instead? Make appointments, stick to schedules, and confirm plans well in advance. 19. Chewing gum or eating in formal settings. Why it's problematic. Chewing gum in meetings or official settings. 20. Not following sauna etiquette. Why it's problematic. Saunas are mixed gender and nudity is normal, but expected to be respectful and quiet. What to do instead? Follow posted rules, use a towel under you, and embrace the norm without gawking. 21. Using credit cards everywhere. Why it's problematic. Some places still prefer cash. Expecting card payment can cause inconvenience or delays. What to do instead? Always carry some cash, bargeld, and ask before assuming cards are accepted. 22. Over-complaining or making a scene. Why it's problematic. Public displays of anger are frowned upon. Calmness and diplomacy are expected. What to do instead? Express dissatisfaction politely and discreetly. 23rd. Not returning shopping carts properly. Why it's problematic. Carts require a coin deposit. Leaving them out is seen as lazy or careless. What to do instead? Return the cart and retrieve your coin when finished. 24. Failing to acknowledge. Quiet hours. Why it's problematic. Ruhezeiten. Quiet hours, typically 10 p.m., 6 a.m. and Sundays, are legally protected. Noise complaints are common. What to do instead? Avoid loud music, vacuuming, or parties during these times. 25th. Flouting queue. Etiquette. Why it's problematic. Germans value fairness and order. Cutting in line is unacceptable and may result in confrontation. What to do instead? Always queue properly, even in informal settings. 26. Wearing athletic clothes in daily life. Why it's problematic. Outside of exercise, overly casual or athletic wear may appear sloppy. What to do instead? Dress smartly, especially in restaurants or when visiting others. 27. Mocking German accents or stereotypes. Why it's problematic. It's insulting, even if meant humorously. Germans don't find cliches about themselves amusing. What to do instead? Treat language differences with respect, not mockery. 28. Skipping a handshake in formal settings. Why it's problematic. Handshakes are a traditional greeting in business and formal occasions. Skipping it can seem cold. What to do instead? Offer a firm handshake with eye contact unless health protocols dictate otherwise. 29th. Calling teachers, doctors, or professors by first name. Why it's problematic. Academic and professional titles are important markers of respect. What to do instead? Use titles like Herr Dr. Müller or Frau Professorin Schmidt. 30. Assuming humor and sarcasm work the same way. Why it's problematic. German humor is more understated, and sarcasm may be misunderstood or fall flat. What to do instead? Keep humor polite and avoid overly ironic or sarcastic remarks, especially with new acquaintances. So there you have it. 30 things you definitely don't want to do when visiting Germany. But remember, no one expects you to be perfect. Traveling is all about learning, growing, and yes, sometimes making a few innocent mistakes along the way. The key takeaway? Be curious, be respectful, and go in with an open mind. German culture is rich, nuanced, and built on values like punctuality, order, and mutual respect. By understanding the local customs, you're not just avoiding awkward moments, you're showing appreciation for the people and the place you're lucky enough to visit. Germany has so much to offer, from fairy tale castles and cutting-edge cities to warm, welcoming communities that will embrace you, especially when you make the effort to meet them halfway. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, drop a comment with your own travel tips or questions, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more cultural insights from around the world. Share this with someone planning their next trip. It might just save them from a faux pas or two. Thanks for watching, and until next time, travel smart, stay curious, and enjoy the journey. Tschüss. Hello Deutschland. Love discovering new cultures and exploring the world respectfully? You're in the right place. hit subscribe and join our growing global travel tribe.